One talking about Only the Brave Extreme by Diesel. The notes in this are lemon, mandarin orange, apple, coriander, leather, rose, tonka bean, styrax, and labdanum. So already seeing those notes, I was kind of like, this might be a little sketch because I feel like some of those notes, for example, labdanum, styrax, leather, rose combinations, when cheaper fragrances use them, I feel like it just does not come across well because they really need to those usually require higher quality ingredients to really come across nice and not just kind of like muddled and messy. There are plenty of more affordable fragrances that do a lot of things well. I just don't think those notes usually fall under them, with, I'm sure, some exceptions. But as for this, the opening is very fruity in a way that almost smells good to me, but just leans like a bit too synthetic. And I don't have a problem with stuff smelling synthetic in general, in terms of like not everything has to smell like a real this or that, authentic thing. Synthetic stuff can smell really good, and a lot of like really high end stuff uses synthetic stuff too. But not when it's like that chemically kind here, to my nose at least. The rose is well done here, and it smells more subtle and more like a real rose, I will say, less overwhelming than a lot of fragrances that use rose, especially more, cheaper fragrances that use it. Then it gets earthier and kind of woodier as it continues, but it always kind of retains some of that syntheticness from the opening, and that's not a good combination to my nose. The dry down adds more depth, but it does not smell particularly unique. All in all, I just feel like this is a mashup of too many different things and doesn't necessarily succeed in any direction because of the clashing nature of parts of it, and just, yeah, it does have good longevity and projection. I would say this is very masculine, but especially, you might be surprised with the rose and some of the fruit stuff, but the way it gets towards the end especially. The thing, I know I'm sounding a little harsh judging this, but bottles at this retail for $90, and if this was a $25 fragrance, fine, but for $90 you can get something that actually smells really good, like even just in the designer side, and actually for much less than, for half that, you could get something that smells good. So I really am being a little bit more critical than I normally might, because I think that's just really, really overpriced and unfair. But by all means, if you smell this and you like it, wear it. Things smell differently to everybody's nose and on everybody's skin, so maybe it works out better for you. I will put a link in the description where you can get a bottle or sample if you want to check it out, but if you haven't tried it yet, I personally would not recommend going out of the way to. Also, I think this might be discontinued. I guess I'm not going to put a link to the bottle, but I'll put a link where you can get a sample, because with the bottle, you'll have to check eBay and stuff like that, and I don't want to put an unreliable link. So yeah, if you've tried it, let me know what you think.